Hi, this is Chris Finley from MyFlightCoach.com. Wanted to go through a few of the products that I outlined in my entry on my blog on getting the right stuff for training. What are some of the great products that are out there? And there are a bunch of them out there to choose from. But I picked my favorite, a few of them anyway, and wanted to sort of share those with you a little bit. I'm using mypilotstore.com, but one of the great things that you need is a book, a basic flight manual that talks to you about the basics of flying. This is a great economical version, $21 for this book. This is a standard Bill Kirshner Student Pilot's Flight Manual, an excellent book. And I really found it to be a great resource. I used it when I started learning to fly back in the 80s. It's gone through 10 editions. That tells you what kind of book it is, that it's a really, really valued book. And so, again, it's $20. You can't go wrong with it. If you want to dig a little bit more deeper into it, I'd recommend the Jeppesen Private Pilot Manual. It's a bit more expensive at $70. However, it is a collegiate level book, hardback, heavy, really into the details, lots of stories, lots of case studies, and I really, really would highly recommend that if you really want to get serious about this. Everyone should have a copy of the Federal Aviation Regulations, about $12.50 a year. ASA's version is very popular, very portable, and we need to be familiar, especially as private pilots, with Part 61, Part 91, and NTSB 830, and some of the other sections, those in particular. And so I would really, really recommend you getting a copy of those. I require my students to have them. The other thing is the practical test standards. You can download these at FAA.gov for free, but I really would recommend that everyone has their own copy so you can see on your practical test what tasks is the examiner going to be looking for, what are the standards for that test, and your instructor should be doing this for you, but to have a copy yourself I think is very helpful. Now on to some electronics. The Sigtronics S20 headset is a great starter headset, about $144 you see. And all of the passive noise reduction headsets, the entry levels, are around between $115 to $145 or $50. This is a great little headset to get you started. I use a Flightcom, which is a very similar headset to this. They basically drown out the noise of the cockpit by making a seal around your ear with pressure from this band here and the gel seals on the ear. They do a fairly good job of that. Active noise reduction, on the other hand, doesn't require as much pressure on your head from the sides as it emits a signal that sort of drowns out the noise or actively is engaged against that noise in the cockpit. And so they're a bit more comfortable to wear, but they do run about $800 to $1,000 for active noise reduction, like the Bose 10. Great headsets, though. I've borrowed a few pair. I don't own one, but I've borrowed a few of those Bose 10s, and they're super headsets. Flight computers, there are two basic ones you can go with, the ASA CX2 or the E6 Electronic E6B by Sporties. Do basically the same functions. There's not a whole heck of a lot of difference in what they do. It's stylistic. Do you like the screen on this one better, the larger keypad? Those are two of the reasons why I like the ASA version over the Sporties version. But I've had both and used both. They're both great calculators. And I would really recommend you getting proficient with your electronic calculator. However, as an instructor, I always teach my students to learn the basics of the regular whiz wheel E6B, the analog, I guess we would say, version. Great tool. Doesn't ever need batteries, and when you get proficient at it, you understand the relationships between things. It's a super tool. So I always have people learn this way first and then sort of graduate up to the electronic versions. My favorite product we've got here is this knee board from Flyboys. Super product, well made. It's smaller than a lot of the other knee boards that I've worn, and it's more portable. Doesn't get in the way of the yoke nearly as much. It's easily ditched if you want to take it off in flight. You don't have to fumble with the straps too badly. It can do a lot. One of the things I really like about this knee board is its ability to clip things into these rings on the side here. I've got sort of sleeves that fit this knee board that I've got approach charts or checklists or things put into like they are here. And then you can just sort of flip them over. You can just sort of flip it over and they drop off to the side over here, and you've got your writing space and your map or whatever back here. So I'm a lefty, and this works great for me. Those who have flown it right-handed as well love this knee board. I've heard nothing but great things about it, so I'd highly recommend that to you. And if you're looking for a bag, a lot of my students I've seen just have these huge duffel bags. They really don't need to bring everything they own to the airport for a flight. And so, especially once you get your license, you're not going to be carrying around near as much stuff. And this bag is a great compromise. It's got your headset cases on the side. It's got a large open compartment here in the middle that would allow you to have, water, power bar, whatever you might need for your for cross country, extra maps, whatever. And it doesn't break the bank in doing so. And it's a great flight bag. So those are just a few of my favorite products. I would love to hear about yours and about things that you recommend. You can go to thehanger.wordpress.com and you can email me or just leave a comment on one of my postings, and I would love to incorporate those into our next session. So take care, and I hope you have a great day of flying today, tomorrow, whenever the next time you fly. Fly safe. This is Chris Finley from myflightcoach.com.